Okay, welcome you guys. As you probably know, I am absent, okay, and I will be gone for a few days, but I will be back this week. And so it's super important to make sure you get started on your learning so that way we have time for everything in the rotation because you're the last rotation and we can't go any further because we end on the last day of school. So what I'm going to do in this video is break down my classroom expectations. Okay, you're going to end with some reflection questions, and then we're going to move on to your first assignment, which is 1.2, which is really going to get you set up for success in my class. So let's dive in. So you should be watching the video that's linked on this slide right now. If you are not if you see people in the room that are not on the video because they're not in the Google Classroom, the sub has the Google Classroom codes in the sub binder. So please ask for the Google Classroom code. Seating chart, okay? I have all my seating charts right here. You should be in your assigned seat. This is the seat you need to sit in until I return. And then if you do have a problem with the seat you're sitting in, please inform me and let me know the day I come back. You can either let me know via email or after class privately. Okay, so in industrial tech this year, I am looking at standards-based grading, which may look a little bit different than your other classes. And we're also going to be diving into home design and architecture, which so far a lot of people have really enjoyed. So I'm hoping you enjoy it too. So first three things, you guys, my expectations are pretty simple. I expect you to engage in your learning. You are here to learn. That's the purpose of education, is to get an education, learn, and grow as an individual. So I expect you to engage in that and be part of your learning. Second thing is be kind, spread kindness, compliment each other, just be kind, okay? It makes our world a better place. And then the last thing is be a model of the 3 R's. So be the person that others can look to see responsibility, to see respect, to see how to build positive relationships. Those are the 3 things I expect of you. And if you're doing those 3 things, we're gonna have a lot of fun in here. Okay, the next 3 things are very specific rules and expectations in my classroom that may differ from other classrooms. These are specific to my room and how it's set up. So I do not accept homework or assignments through email, okay, only Google Classroom. So make sure you are submitting all of your assignments on Google Classroom. However, I do accept questions through email. So if you have a question, you can always email me. If you submit a homework assignment in my email, I just put it right in the trash because I'm telling you right now, I do not accept homework or assignments through my email. I do not allow hats, hoods, gum, or phones in my classroom. Okay, right now I know I'm not there, but I would expect that if you're reading this and you currently have a hat or a hood on, you take it off. If you currently have gum in your mouth, you get up and go spit it out and pause your video. If you currently have your phone on or in my room, I expect that it's off and put away. I will not start my lesson until all of my expectations are being met. Hats and hoods are a big one. Okay, I want to explain why I implement this in my classroom. Okay, first thing is respect. Okay, it shows respect when you take off your hat, when you take off your hood. If you know anyone in the military, the second they walk into a building, their hat comes off, and that's a sign of respect. Okay, the other thing I'm trying to teach you is professionalism. Okay, once you get a career, get a job, you're out in the real world, there's a thing called professionalism, and that is wearing the uniform you're given, following the dress code, things like that. So no matter what career path you're choosing to go down, okay, let's say it's construction, you're probably expected to wear a hard hat for safety. Okay, let's say you want to be a dentist. I've never seen any dentist walk in with their hood up. Okay, it's all about professionalism. When you are expected to wear a specific uniform or look a specific profession. Hats and hoods usually are not your own choice. Okay? Gum, I don't allow gum in my room. If you're an 8th grader, you probably know why. If you're a 7th grader, last year we spent a whole day scraping gum out from under my desk. So I do not allow gum. Phones, you guys, it's a school policy. If I see them, I'll take them. I do not allow phones in my classroom. Now, if there is an emergency where you need to call somebody, ask me. Okay, communicate with me. Communication is key. If you can communicate with me, I am more likely to understand you. Okay. Lastly, all of your grades, missing work, assignments will always be posted in PowerSchool. That's something I try really hard to keep up to date. So if you ever are wondering why your grade is the way it is, check PowerSchool first, then reach out to me. Okay, next, utilizing to before me. So it gets really difficult when I have a class of 30 to answer everyone's questions really efficiently. So make sure that when you have a question, the first thing you do is you check the resources that I've shared with you. Has your question already been answered in those resources? After you check the resources, ask a peer, ask a friend that might know that answer. And then if you still don't know the answer, reach out to me either in person or via email. Okay, if you're an 8th grader, you know this, and I will continue to do this. When I'm ready to start the day, start the lesson, gather your attention, I will always say, ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? When I say those words, okay, I expect you have nothing in your hands. You're facing me, your voice is off, your hat and hood is down, there's no earbuds in your ear, and your mask is up over your nose and your mouth. Okay, I will not start my lesson until all of those expectations have been met by everybody in the room. And if you're an 8th grader, you know that I have really good wait time. And this year I have even better wait time because the mask hides my cheesy little grin. Okay, and we will practice these all when I come back. You should be practicing them even when I'm not there. Learning evidence sheets, we will talk about these when I return. If you want to, you can look at your standards that are linked there. Those are what you're graded on in this class. Okay, cleaning procedures. At the end of the day, about 4 to 5 minutes before the end of the class period, you want to gather your materials in a neat stack under your desk. Okay, the reason you want to stack them under your desk is because you're going to be cleaning your desk. Okay, then on the desk over in the center of the room, there is a bucket of wipes and also blue towels with spray. Okay, you want to sanitize everything you touch that class period. If you borrowed any of my materials, please return them after sanitizing them. Make sure you share your cleaning supplies with your peers, and then sanitize and quietly wait by your desk until you're dismissed. Okay, nobody leaves this room until you're dismissed by the teacher that is picking you up. Also, it's really easy if one person at your group wants to grab a wipe and then you all just share the wipe. It's not as cluttered over at the wipes at the end of the class period. Okay, you're going to have a couple reflection questions here. Make sure you answer those and then submit this when you are finished. And then next, we're going to talk about your first assignment. That's going to help you get set up for success throughout the rest of my course.